Hey Lounge, it's Cody speaking. Today I'm going to present to you my deck profile. I'm playing Sky Strikers, Pure. I was going to play this deck for YCS Charlotte and YCS Connecticut, but because those events got canceled, I figured I'd just show it to you now, I wanted to top with it, but what can you do? So we're going to play one Rose. You don't want to play too many of these because if you play like 2 or 3, you're really likely to see Rose and Ray in the opener, and it's not good unless you're playing a Utopia double play. And like in this current format, it's not safe to commit to that play off the rip. Like you have to set it up, and there's not much like you don't have Engage or other cards to make it easy to set this up. So I just play one. 3 Rays, really good card. Staple of the deck, have to play. 3 Ash Blossoms, really good card. Have to play. It's really good in certain matchups, but overall, really good staple card. 3 Drone Lockbirds. I play this card for the Spiral matchup mostly. It does do well in the Spiral and Vogue matchup. It does business in the other not so relevant matchups like Guru and Salad. 3 Ghost Ogres. Ghost Ogre is a staple card for me personally. It's a tech only because of the fact that it blows out certain matchups, mostly rogue matchups, and overall, it has utility in so many different against so many archetypes that to the point where I think it's better than DD Crow or Skullmeister. So, and I don't like playing the Nibiru because this deck, once you have a monster in your main zone, you just get locked out of the game if you don't have a multi-roll or Area 0 to get rid of it. So it's just not worthwhile playing the Nibiru in the main. For the spells, I have 3 Mystic Minds. This is the heart and soul of the deck. If you see this card, this is a go second build. So if you see this card in your opener, it just secures you to win because you can just lock them out with Mystic Mind, Hayate Beatdown. I play 2 Afterburners only because in certain matchups, Afterburner just gets rid of the problem. More so in the Shaddoll Invoke matchup, when they summon Kaiba or the guy that says you're going to use 1 monster effect, you have to burner it. They don't have a spell card or a way to protect that card. It just goes away, and all you gotta do is worry about a window. And that's not too much. It's not too much for this deck to deal with. Double Desires. You need the draw power. You need a way to just get into your resources and get into them fast because you don't have Engage anymore. So decks will out-resource you. So you need an inherent way of just saying, I can just plus off and just go off from there. 2 Forbidden Chalices. I play this card over Impermanence because I can play this at any given point in the game. It's not great going second if they're playing a super utility combo deck and Imperm would come in to stop the starter card or one of the major cards to go off in the combo. But if you look at a board and you want to crack it open, Forbidden Chalice just makes it so easy. You could Forbidden Chalice a window, you could Forbidden Chalice a Dear Grusu, you could Forbidden Chalice just so many different cards and just lets you go off from there.
It's also a spell card too, let's not forget that.
Yeah, another spell in the graveyard, you definitely need that. Area 0 at 2. I don't play 3 because you don't want to rip this card off this card and you don't want to open up multiple of this card. You just want to see this card and get into it. It's usually there to get you to an array if you pop it, or you just want to rip off a striker card if you're lucky. 2 Shark Cannon. The current format, you could use it just to rip up the graveyard. In the Salad matchup, you hit the Jaguar, the Banelinks, or the Gazelle if it's in there if you're lucky enough. Or you could just use it to Shark Cannon, bring something off from their field and climb into something like a Zoroboros or something. Double MST. I was thinking about playing 3, but I feel 2 is good enough because 2, you either see it or you're drawing to it. You won't open up multiple loves. It's just very unlikely. And you can use it to pop the Area 0 or just get rid of a card in the back row. It's just really good spot removal.
Is it better than Cosmic Cyclone? Do you feel that it does more for you than spot removal from Cosmic?
It's better than Cosmic Cyclone in my opinion because you could use it to pop the Area 0. That's literally the best interaction sometimes because sometimes I go Area 0 Ghost Ogre and pop my Area 0 to bring out Ray, or I could just go Area 0 and just pop it with my MST and it just gets you there.
Very fair.
1 Eagle Booster. There's not that many striker matchups in the format, so it's nothing to justify playing more than 1. 1 Rhoda gets you your Ray. 1 Terraforming gets you your Area 0 or your Mystic Mind. Great card. 1 Jamming Wave. Certain lists play 2, but I feel there's more monster boards than back row boards, so removing a card for its second effect just isn't justifiable. Double Afterburner is just better. 1 Pot of Avarice. This is another reason why I play Pot of Desires. You recycle your graveyard and you get a free draw 2. You can literally just dump 5 link monsters in your graveyard and draw 2 cards, or you can just throw a bunch of hand traps in your graveyard, draw 2 cards. Like, this card is insane. 1 Upstart, 1 Hornet Drone, 1 Multi-Roll, 1 Widowmaker. I don't play Hercule base only because the card's a brick. If you see it, it's only good like turn 2 or turn 3, and that's when you want to recycle. But I'd rather search off another card that's better. So that's one major reason why I don't play Hercule base. As for traps, 3, they're gonna be 1s. They're gonna be 1 is just super strong in this current format. It still blows out certain matchups, like the Salad matchup, they just auto lose to it if they don't have the Foxy. Like, they just auto lose to it. The Dragon matchup, they just auto lose to it. Like, if I see Rockets and you flip their coming 1 on their first card, they just sit there and look at you. Rogue combo heavy matchups too, it really hurts them too. Like, the card doesn't like blow out the format like it once did, but it does enough to the point where it justifies playing it, especially when you're playing a deck that's slow and needs time to like build up advantages by drawing into them and stuff like that. This and Mystic Mind is just the perfect lockout. 3 Kagaris. Kagari is just the heart and soul of this deck right now. There's no engage, so you need this card at 3. It is amazing. If you're not playing 3, you are high. 3 Hayates. Hayate is really amazing. There was a time when people were playing 2, but I feel like at this current moment, you can't really get away with just playing 2 anymore. You have to play 3. It's good for the long game, and it's good for beatdown. It gives you options because you don't play Hercule base, so you want to maximize. Shizaku, amazing card, Heartless Soul deck. If you're not playing it, I don't know what you're doing. And 1 Kaina. I would play 2 Kainas, but I'm just so like I'm such a greedy player in the sense that like I want to maximize with the least amount of resources, and I feel like I can get away with just 1 Kaina. I don't need 2 or 3. 1 Hide. When you link climb and you take a card out of the graveyard, it can get you into a Girsu or a Topological Bomber or Zoroboros. So this card can get you to one of these 3 cards, and this card is good for getting rid of cards like Avermax or stuff that just says I can't be targeted or destroyed by card effects. So it's a really good card. This card's a really big beater. Once you go Desires and stuff, you just like do a lot of banishing because they might do it too, and you summon this guy. It just puts you in a position where you can just OTK them or put like a lot of damage on board or finish them off. And this guy by himself is just like really, really annoying because like it fucks up their plays to go into like summon combo, and then if they summon a monster in the link zone, they blow up their whole monster board, so it kind of messes them up. If there's an Eagle Booster behind this card, it really screws them over their plays. And like you punch a monster, they're gonna take that 3K no matter what. It's like a board sword in a sense, but not completely like a board sword because it can be destroyed by battle. So if they're below 3,000, a monster in attack mode, you swing with this guy, they're most likely dead. And Phoenix, you have to play Phoenix. Spot removal for like you know field spells or back row floodgates, whatever. Like it's just you need this. You might run the Secret Village if you're unfortunate.
Dual Overlord coming out. How come you chose not to opt to play the new Striker Link 2? I believe his name is Zeke or something like that.
The Link 2 is really good. It's just right now there's no reason to justify playing a monster that requires you to commit to 2 monsters, and then all it does is banish a monster for just until the end phase, and it comes back. So like with this deck, you don't have like triple Widow Anchors where you can just take, and then OTK. Like there's just nothing that justifies that, and there's no monster on board right now where it just stuns your deck, and it's like, all right, let me banish it and keep going. Because like, say if they have the Wyndham and Kyber lock, or the Wyndham and what's that shit called? Kaliga lock. So like, you summon twice to make you have to have 2 monsters on board. So you're doing 2 summons. Now you're locked out of window, so you can't make the guy. Or say if you do somehow negate the guy, and then you go into Zeke, and then you banish Kaliga, right? Like, what's the point? You can just pop it with Afterburner, steal that or negate that with a Chalice or a Widow Anchor. Like, there's just so many better plays and it requires less resources. I just don't think he's necessary.
So in your opinion, Chalice does more right now?
Chalice or Imperm or Veiler, well not Veiler, but Chalice and Imperm just does way more than he does at this current moment.
Very fair.
Also Afterburner.
Very fair.
For my side, I play triple Twin Twister. I'm playing this card over Lightning Storm, not because you can't afford Lightning Storm. I think in this deck, because of how it operates, Twin Twister is a better utility card. It gets rid of the problem better. You already play Afterburn, you already play Jamie Wave. Like, removing cards is not hard. this card is always live, no matter what. As long as you have a card in hand, this card is live. So it's just better, in my opinion, for this deck than Lightning Storm. 3 evenly matches. This is for the matchups where you just don't want to think. Like you see a board, you want to get rid of it. Rockets is a good example. If you can get rid of the board sword, board savage, savage dragon effect, negation effect. Or if you're staring down like a super negate board, or if you're staring down like a back row board, like set 5 pass, you drop this evenly, you force out the judgment, especially against the Alter Guys matchup. Like they just auto lose to this card. 3 share rise. This is for the matchups where it's a grinding matchup, or if they're making me go first. Logically speaking, if I'm going first with this list, it's go first and second build. But in primary, I want to go second. Game 1 in the blind. But game 2, they're gonna make you go first. So you side this in, you set it on your, if you open it up, you set it, you draw, and you just start drawing with the hand traps. So they can't kill you through a Shizaku and a Ray and a Kaina, and then you have hand traps stopping them down. So like, this is just a really powerful card. 3 sphere modes, when you just see these stupid boards that say you cannot play any type of form of Yu-Gi-Oh whatsoever. Like, this card's amazing. I play this over Nibiru because I put this on their board, my zones are clear, I can play Yu-Gi-Oh. So this is why I played over Nibiru. It does take away my normal summon, but I play Hornet Drone, I play Era Zero. So if I Era Zero pop, I can bring out a Ray from the deck, or I can just go Hornet Drone, link it to Hayate or whatever and get rid of it, or just keep it, doesn't matter. 3 Lancias. A lot of these combo decks have to remove. Like, they just have to remove. Like, they're going into ways where they're removing things from their graveyard. So if my already hand trap lineup in my deck doesn't stop them, this will stop them especially. Like, certain matchups, they just, like, Malicious Bane is ridiculous. Like it's just, you have to play this card. If you're not playing this card, then good luck. Like, honestly, it's either you play Lancias or you play 3 Nibirus. Like, that's the best way to just out a lot of these super negate boards.
Do you feel like you missed a kaiju at all, or anything of the sorts, where like it didn't restrict you to losing to your normal summon or anything?
So kaiju is a pretty good card. The only thing about kaiju is that like it doesn't do enough. Like, it only gets rid of one problem. Like, no one's just sitting on one super powerful card that blows you out. Like, maybe if Masterpiece was a card, or you know, when that new Red Eye Dragoon guy comes out, you know, then I can see myself playing a kaiju package. But at this current moment, like, everyone's spreading out their negation, they're spreading out their pressure across the entire board. They're making an Appaloosa, they're making a Savage Dragon, they're making a Degusu, they're making Winda, they're making Khalid. Like, they're just making so many monsters that do different effects. They're even making a Nightmare Griffin. Like, there's so many things that's going on that just stop you from playing Yu-Gi-Oh. So, like, if you just drop a kaiju, it's just not going to be enough. Unless your deck has an inherent way of just going off because you got rid of that one problem that stops you from playing Yu-Gi-Oh, like, for example, a window, then sure, play a kaiju. In this deck, nah.
Do you feel with the introduction of Dual Overload, there's going to be new decks introduced into the meta? What are your upcoming thoughts about the set in general? Well,
it's unfortunate that YCS got canceled, but at this current moment, the decks to really watch out for are Blackwings, Luna Lights. Luna Lights is gonna be really annoying. ABCs are gonna make a comeback. Any deck that can abuse Union Carrier, because that Union Carrier lock is just really ridiculous. It just stops you from touching your extra deck. It's absurd. Needle Fiber, there are some decks out there that are abusing Needle Fiber. Infernoid's really strong deck. Lancia keeps him out the game. Besides that, I can't think of anything at the moment.
All right, Cody, any other shout outs you'd like to do?
Shout out to the team Bemani Lounge, shout out to Plus Guys, and shout out to all the Jersey dealers for helping me, you know, construct this deck with play testing and, you know, playing against me at locals. I really appreciate that.
All right, Cody, continue watching our channel for content. Like, subscribe, hit the comment section, and Bemani Lounge out.